Greetings to all. Welcome back to online classes. Okay. Today we are going to learn lesson 11. This is the last lesson from history part. Okay. This is the last lesson from history part. That is colonialism in Asia and Africa. Colonialism in Asia and Africa. Regarding introduction of this lesson, that is colonialism means dominating of one people by another. Dominating of one people by another. Okay. The term colony comes from the Latin word columns. Okay, columns. Okay, meaning power. Meaning what? Power. Imperialism is different. It is derived from the Latin word imperium. Imperium meaning to command. To command. Now, in this lesson, we are going to discuss about this colonialism of Southeast Asia, Africa, India by European powers. By European powers. First of all, colonization of Asia. Colonization of Asia, particularly Southeast Asia. Okay. Southeast Asia denotes the area covering Malaya, Dutch, East Indies, Burma, Siam, French, and also Indochina. One more region is that is Philippines. That is Philippines. The area was divided between Dutch, the British, and the French. Okay. Next, we will see Malaya Peninsula. During this 15th century, the European traders come for spices of Southeast Asia. Okay, they are coming there for the spices of Southeast Asia. The Portuguese soldier Albuquerque conquered Goa, is very much interested in spice trade. So he increased the naval power. But after the arrival of Europeans, they dominated the whole 17th century. Okay. Gradually, they expelled the British from this Bantam. Understand? Bantam. So the English East India Company turned their attention to Chinese trade. Okay, next Anglo-Dutch rivalry. Okay, Anglo-Dutch rivalry. France is a light of English East India Company. France is light of English East India Company turned his attention towards the Penang Island. Penang Island. In 1786, the settlements of Georgetown was founded. Georgetown was founded. Rivalry arose between English and Dutch when the Stamford Raffle established Singapore as a key trading post for Britain. Okay, key trading post for Britain. But this rivalry came to an end by Anglo-Dutch Treaty in 1824. Anglo-Dutch Treaty in 1824. Between 1874 and 1895, there was a civil war between these 5 Malayan states. Okay, 5 states of Malaysia. And the British this intervened and they appointed British residents in the court of sultans. In the court of sultans. In 1896, 4 of the Malayan states were formed into federal Malayan states. Federal Malay states. This Malay people and Chinese people lived there. Okay, Malay people and Chinese people lived there. Next, Indonesia. Okay, Indonesia. During 1614, understand, during 1614, the Dutch had occupied Java and Sumatra. Dutch had occupied Java and Sumatra. Initially, the Dutch were not interested in politics. Not interested in politics. But focused on exploiting Indonesia ruthlessly. Okay, focused on exploiting Indonesia ruthlessly. Okay, most of the Indonesians were fishermen and small peasants. Fishermen and small peasants. They worked plantations. They worked in the plantations. Discovery of oil in the year 1900, discovery of oil in the year 1900 made this Indonesia a valuable colony for the Dutch. Valuable colony for the Dutch. Next we will see, after fighting 3 wars, the British conquered Burma and it remained the part of India. and it remained the part of India from 1886 to 1937. 1886 to 1937. Most of the South India was dependent on Burmese rice only. Okay, most of the South India was dependent on Burmese rice only. During World War II, okay, during World War II, Burma fell into the hands of Japan and South India experienced severe famine. South India experienced severe famine. Next, Indochina. Next, we will say Indochina. This friend brought Indochina under his control by 1887. Under his control by 1887. And this Indochina consisted of Annam, Tonkin, Cambodia and Cochin, China. Okay, and Cochin, China. And Hanoi was the capital of this French government. Okay, Hanoi was the capital of this French government. Rice, rubber, wheat were the main exports. Okay, wheat were the main exports. Now Philippines. Spain ruled the Philippines for over 300 years. Okay, over 300 years. Hence the population predominantly Roman Catholic. Okay, they were Roman Catholic. In 1892, okay, in 1892, Spain was defeated by US. Spain was defeated by US. Finally, Philippines became an American colony. Finally, Philippines became an American colony. Next, Siam. Siam. Siam is also known as Thailand. Okay, Siam is also known as Thailand. Thailand was not directly under the control of a foreign rule. Not directly under the control of foreign rule. But it was greatly affected by power politics of Western power. Okay, power politics of Western power. They imposed a westernized form of government. Westernized form of government and partially independent cities called Mia. Called Mia. Okay. Next we'll see colonization of Africa. Colonization of Africa. In Berlin, Colonial Conference of 1884 to 1885 resolved to divide Africa into sphere of influence. Okay. Sphere of influence of various European powers. Okay. The Berlin Colonial Conference of 1884 to 1885 resolved to divide Africa into sphere of influence of various European powers. European colonization of Africa went smoothly without any outbreak of the war. Okay, without any outbreak of war. Next, South Africa. Next, South Africa. In South Africa, the British controlled the Cape Colony. In South Africa, the British controlled the Cape Colony. When the Dutch possessed Boers. When the Dutch possessed Boers. In 1886, gold was discovered in Transvaal. Gold was discovered in Transvaal. So, large number of British people, that is particularly British miners, started settling in and around Johannesburg. In and around Johannesburg. The Boers hated the British, which finally led to Boer War. Okay, the Boers hated the British people, which finally led to Boer War. It lasted for 3 years. Boer War lasted for 3 years. Finally, all the states were, understand, all the states were unified as South Africa in 1909. All the states were unified as South Africa in the year 1909. Next, Zulu tribe. Okay, Zulu tribe. This Zulu tribe was known for their strong fighting. Known for their strong fighting spirit. Zulu tribe was represented by great warriors like Saka Zulu. After British troops invaded the Zulu territory, Zulus never regained their independence. Okay, Zulus never regained their independence. They fought against this racism for about a century. Okay, they fought against racism for about a century. Next, Rhodesia. Okay, next, Rhodesia. The British, the South African Company. Okay, the British and the South African Company was founded in 1889. This British South African Company was founded in 1889. They had come for colonizing, okay, the Bechuana land. Colonizing the Bechuana land. And the African emperor thought they came for for gold only. They came for gold only. Thus, Mechona land was colonized and renamed as Rhodesia after Cecil Rhodes. Okay, Mechona land was occupied or colonized and renamed as Rhodesia after Cecil Rhodes. Next, West Africa. Okay, next, West Africa. In the year 1900, the British government took over the Royal Niger Company. The coastal states of Gold Coast became British colony in 1854. Coastal states of Gold Coast became British colony in the year 1854. Next, Congo. Leopold II, the king of Belgium, showed interest in Congo. Okay, So, Berlin Conference agreed to the rule of Leopold. But he tortured the Africans also. So, Belgian government intervened. Okay, and in the year 1908, sovereignty over Congo passed from Leopold to Belgium. Okay, sovereignty over Congo passed from Leopold to Belgium. Next, East Africa. First of all, British people. In the year 1895, British government assumed authority and formed the East African Protectorate. And it included Kenya, Uganda, and Zanzibar. Next, Germans. Germans established their role in East Africa. And tortured the Africans. This led to many rebellions. Were there. The important one is Machi rebellion. Next one, African role. Only Liberia and Ethiopia. Were escaped from the English rule. Ethiopia was ruled by Emperor Menelik. From this we can understand in Ethiopia monarchical form of government was there. Monarchical form of government means ruled by a king. Monarchy means ruled by a king. Colonization of India. Rivalry arose between the European powers. Portuguese people, Dutch, French and English to attain power in India. To get power in India. But the British conquered the regional powers of Mysore Sultans. Conquered the regional powers of Mysore Sultans and Marathas. By defeating them in the Anglo-Mysore War and Anglo-Maratha War. So the British emerged as a territorial power in India. Next, colonization of Indian economy. The process of colonization was divided into three phases. Phase 1, that is mercantilist capitalism. Phase 2, industrial capitalism. Phase 3, financial capitalism. So, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, mercantilist capitalism, industrial capitalism and financial capitalism. First, we will see phase 1, that is mercantilist capitalism. English East India Company established strong ties with the Indian merchants. Who sold textiles and other goods. According to Indian nationalist economist R.C. Dutt, weaving was the national industry of the people. And spinning was the pursuit of millions of women. This was said by R.C. Dutt. This R.C. Dutt was an Indian nationalist economist. During 1750, okay, during 1750, Robert Clive gained control over the wealthiest part of old Mughal Empire. Gained control over the wealthiest part of old Mughal Empire. After the Battle of Plassey, the company got 1.2 million pounds, okay, 1.2 million pounds, out of which Clive himself took 31,500 pounds. 31,500 pounds. The company acquired Diwani right. The English East India Company acquired Diwani right in 1765 and became the revenue farmer of Mughal Emperor. Revenue farmer of Mughal Emperor. Next, phase 2. Phase 2 we are going to learn. During 19th century, India was converted into a market for British textiles. And the English East India Company emerged as a territorial power. English East India Company emerged as a territorial power. Phase 3, okay, that is the last phase. And the managing firms, okay, the managing firms export, import and firms bank prospered during this phase, okay, firms prospered during this space. The managing firms, export, import firms and bank prospered during the third phase. Economic impact of a British rule. Okay, we are going to see economic impact of a British rule. First one, agrarian conditions. First one, what? Agrarian conditions. Governor General Cornwallis, who was also a big landlord, Cornwallis was also a big landlord, wanted to create a landlords in India also. Cornwallis come to a settlement with the revenue farmers. He come to a settlement with the revenue farmers. So, more landlords and zamindars emerged. So, more landlords were there and zamindars also came. Okay. The settlement made with zamindars is called permanent settlement. Okay. What is the name of the settlement? Permanent settlement. The riot system of Monroe. Okay. The riot system of Monroe was a different revenue system. That was introduced in South India. The riot system introduced the concept of private property. Okay. The concept of private property was introduced by this riot system, that is in land. Okay. Private property in land. Thus, this individual holders, okay, thus this individual holders are allowed to register and sell their land. Individual holders are allowed to register and sell their land. Okay, with this I finish today's session. Okay, children, I will meet you in the next session with the remaining part of this lesson. Okay, prepare all the one word answers, study all the question answers, be ready to write all the tests. Okay, bye.